Rob Setter, thank you for joining the IPA 2019 Annual Forum podcast series.
Thank you, Anance. Thanks very much.
Rob, you've had a couple of speaking spots today. How do you feel that this event went? What are some of your reflections?
As someone who's helped organise it, of course, I have a vested interest to say it was fabulous, if not quite amazing. But I think it's delivered on a whole range of fronts for me. My ambition through IPA was to get together and make opportunities to have players who talk together at different times to actually feel safe to have a broader conversation. And I'm really committed to the fact that the challenges we face in terms of market failure and a whole range of things requires a whole range of actors to come together to put aside personal necessary interest, but focus on the higher order game. And that's what public purpose is about. It's actually making a difference. It's actually about collaborating to make that difference and recognising that the diversity of players that come together need to be valued for the diversity, but always assume that they are playing from the same emotional and value proposition space that we are. And if we can start there and revisit there, I think we can do anything.
And I think you showed even in the programming of today that the importance of bringing people to the table, even at that stage. So these case studies from Cairns and Toowoomba, people have really come away quite excited by how to perhaps replicate that. Is that your hope?
Well, if not replicate it, get on and try. And I think that was really Martin's message at the end there. And this is my message. This is my message to the frontline staff who tend to feel and be constrained or fear being active and different, that always look up to their manager and supervisor, always thinking 1 William Street knows the answer to all of the problems. And in fact, they will set us direction. And I think when you go to the political context, the authorising environment for all that we do, the reality is that's actually a place that's distracted. And so if we look to them all the time to set policy and before we actually do anything, we probably won't do very much at all. So we've got to get on, allow that to take place, keep an eye to it, be empathetic to it, in fact service it, but don't be obsessed with it. And I think that's my message today to regional and frontline people. Get on and do, feel empowered to do it, take risks as they're doing in Cairns and Toowoomba, and ultimately they then attract attention that draws additional resources to do more of that. And that's my hope.
And that's that place-based response, isn't it? Like it will look different depending on whichever place you are at.
Yep. When I started out in government, there was sort of a single approach to things. It was all designed centrally and you rolled it out. And by and large, people felt satisfied they were making a difference. The complexity now, the uniqueness, and I think this fracture that I talk about is so omnipresent. We've actually got to be different, and we've got to look to the differences and work to those differences in order to solve the problems, because the problems, while they might be similar, they are in fact different, and often they are place oriented. And the people who make the biggest difference in solving some of those problems, or at least ameliorating them, are those who are in that place. They live there, they work there, they have families there, they have an economic and social community commitment. We need to empower that, get them together. That's what IPA's about.
You just can't back that up enough, I think, Rob. You're telling people to go forth and have the confidence in their decisions and their ability of knowing their patch.
That's right. And then, as you point out, the Cairns Safer Streets and the Toowoomba examples show that the public service can work differently, has worked differently, that these perceptions that public servants can't, they're not interested, they're locked in and just not actually active and caring to the problems of individuals is not correct. We can do more of it, we will do more of it, but all power to them for getting on and do.
We can get out there and change that ourselves.
Absolutely.
By being responsive.
The system will change behind it, the way we fund will change behind it, if indeed we can tell the stories in a way that demonstrate value, and I think we're starting to get there.
Thank you, Rob. I really appreciate it. Is there one final message you'd like to give our podcast listeners from today?
Join IPA. be my request, because ultimately IPA will only survive and thrive if there's actual active interest, and that's not just passive interest, it's actually active interest. So I'm genuine in saying please consider how you can support IPA, because ultimately IPA helps bring together the players that make each and every one of our work in public purpose easier and better to do.
And having the support of your colleagues in some of these really complex decisions as well, I imagine.
That's right.
Thank you so much,
Rob.
Rob.
Nance. Thanks a lot.